Man, got around. OG Silk back here. Hey guys, today this video topic is going to be very, very serious, and it's going to trigger a lot of people. So there's no victory and glory, just honesty. And I'm going to really start talking to educate you guys to what's really going on in maximum security prison. But I gotta give you a disclaimer for YouTube. This video is for educational purposes, but it's gonna be a lot of gore in this video, a lot of horrible stuff. And for those of you who have been traumatized or abused or mistreated, maybe this isn't the video for you. But I had to do this video because it came to me last night when I was sleeping. Now that I'm demonetized, dude, and I gotta tell you, it wasn't really about the money, guys, but I mean, there's no harm in getting paid for helping people. That comes straight from any holy book you read. It's okay to get paid for goodness and services where you help somebody else to prosper or to grow or to get what they need or what they want. But when YouTube demonetized me and now they're trying to take my channel down, dude, I think it's just a matter of another couple of weeks or so, because they keep sending me emails. And when I get back from immigration tomorrow, I got an appointment with immigration to get my exit country certificate with all the fingerprints I've done, the background checks and the applications and forms and all this, the stuff I had to send that was required. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to in the community section, I'm going to put the communication I have with YouTube so you can see how they're attacking me for just giving you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because in this life, dude, it's okay to seek knowledge and wisdom and power. I think that's cool. But what you really want to be is a true seeker. You want to look and find somebody who's going to tell you the fucking truth, dude. Everybody lies, man, sometimes, but you gotta look and say to yourself, is this person lying because they're trying to help me, or are they lying trying to hurt me? And I'm gonna give you an example of somebody lying trying to help you, because you might say, how can somebody lie and help you? I'm gonna give you an example. When your children don't like to eat vegetables, man, and what you do is you blend them up in the applesauce, and then the kids say, hey, what's that in the applesauce? And you say, oh, it's a different kind of a marshmallow, because you want the kid to eat it. You know what I'm saying? And then, your kid won't go to sleep, so you tell them, hey, if you're not a good boy and go to sleep, Santa's not going to bring you a present. You know there's no Santa Claus, but you know that your kid needs to get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep to develop properly. So that's just an example. But a lie to hurt you is when somebody purposely misleads you and deceives you or manipulates you and puts you into such a mindset that you believe in something is true that's really false, and is looking to have you in a position, because then once you're fucked, you can't be unfucked. So without using all these allegories and things, I'm going to get straight to the top of today's video. For those of you who like these quick short videos and TikTok videos and things, this is not the video for you. And for those of you who don't want to know the truth, man, then click off the video, because I'm going to go into some cold hard truths, because I'm already demonetized. And like I say, YouTube is for educational purposes, and I don't hate anybody. The topic in today's video is, in maximum security prison, you must lose all kindness in your heart, or cruel men will split your cheeks till you can't fart. So I want to get straight into this topic, man, because it's going to be touchy for a lot of people, especially you square dudes, man, and you tax-abiding citizens and you heterosexual dudes. I'm going to open up Pandora's box so you really understand the madness and the addiction that goes on in maximum security prison. So first of all, I want to tell you this, man. Anal sex, man, is an addiction stronger than crack, heroin, and fentanyl. And here's why. And I want to just break it down. If you guys want to do the research, you can Google stuff. If you're a virgin, man, maybe you should sit down and shut the fuck up. You might learn something. But let me share something with you about men. Men come in all different sizes and shapes. There's some men who their baloney ponies is like this. It's like a guard, like a a regular earthworm like that. It's little and wimpy. Men can't help which you endow with. Yeah, they got surgery and all that, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then you got some guys, man, who are maybe they packing like a hot dog or a sausage, let's say, or like a banana. Some guys have a cucumber. But then there's some guys that I've seen personally. This is not me making up some crazy shit. I've seen some circus freaks, dude, where the head of their penis is big as my fist, and then the girth is like this. It goes all the way down my fucking elbow. How do I know? I've been in the shower with dudes, and when the head of a dude's penis goes down past his fucking kneecap, you know that motherfucker's packing. And I'm talking about when it's thick like a beer can, dude. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, we all want to have a bigger baloney pony, but dude, when you get to the point where you're like a circus freak or you're a freak of nature, the only job you can get is a porno job, because you think in your mind, how can a woman take that, right? But here's the reality. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15-pound babies come out of a woman's vagina, dude. And if you haven't had the pleasure of the experience of having seen your kid born by a lady that you had sex with, you go into the, what's it called, the delivery room, and you see a vagina that's really small like this, guys, and you see that motherfucker open up, dude, with blood and what's it called, man, when a woman breaks her water. Put it down in the comment section what it's called. I think it's the uterine water. Whatever that water's called, man, you see the vagina open up like that. Whoa, big. And some women, the vagina splits. The doctor has to cut it, and then they go, boom. Then the baby's head is there, and then they turn the baby's head. It's like you're watching an alien movie. They turn the baby's head so his or her shoulders can come out. Then they tell the woman push, and then the vagina opens up more to accommodate the shoulders, and then it comes out. Whoosh, the doctor's got to catch the baby, dude, from the force, and then all the blood and I forget what the liquid's called, man. Uterine liquid or something. I don't know, but then the umbilical cord's there, and the doctor tells you to cut the umbilical cord. The first time I saw my first kid born, and then the baby popped out like that, and the doctor asked me to cut the umbilical cord, I passed out. I'm not too ashamed to tell you. I passed out. That shit was the most gruesome shit I've seen, and I had already decapitated some motherfuckers and dismembered some people. So I'm not averse to blood, but man, when you see that, how life is born, dude, and mammals, because we're mammals, it was crazy. The second time my kids was born, I was able to cut the umbilical cord, and then when I was cutting it, it's very gritty. I passed out, and then they pull the umbilical cord, and not the uterus, but whatever that sac is, they pull it out, man. I don't know the technical terms, but what I'm explaining to you is this. If you're a man that's built like this, and I'm not picking on anybody, but let's say your baloney pony's like that, the circumference is really like, it's not doing much, man. Women have the capacity to take large baloney ponies when they've been damaged and turned out and worn out and ran through. Because if a woman has sex with a lot of different men, it's like Russian roulette. The probability of her getting a large one, or a King Kong Bundy, a King Kong dong, is very high. That's why you don't want to mess with women that have high body counts, because why? They lost their ability to pair bond. So what does that got to do with this video? So if you're a heterosexual dude, let's just say, for example, you don't have a cucumber-sized baloney pony, or you don't have a banana size. You got this. Let's call this the earthworm. This is just how it is, man. But you're a hardworking dude. You've been to school, man. You went to the best colleges. You got a good job, right? So then, man, you know, your girl loves you, man. And so a woman can love you for 3 reasons. Number 1, you're a provider. Number 1, you're a protector. Or number 2, man, you just You reach her on a primordial level where she just digs you, man. Like some women have an archetype they love, whether you're a musician or you're a artist or you're a warrior or you're a scholar. Like every woman is wired differently. So if you're one of her archetypes, she'll just love you even if you got a baloney pony like that. But let's just say you're a provider, right? Or let's say you're a protector, but you're not. You don't reach her on her primordial lizard brain level. But she likes you. You know, you're smart, you're funny, you're articulated. You got social skills. You got charm and charisma, man. You're making money. You take care of her. You're a provider or a protector, and she'll be with you, man. But then what happens is in her brain, women have this thing called the pain pleasure complex. Google it. Where women get pleasure from pain. It's the way that their bodies is built. And if you don't believe me, there was this Muslim girl that did porn with a caliph on. I think her name was I don't remember her name. The little Muslim girl with the glasses. She got real famous. Now she's on she's all over the internet talking about how the porn industry used her or whatever. But when you look at her, man, she's a little small girl, like a girl next door. Little petite thing, but when you see her in the porn movies she's done, man, she's taking some of the largest baloney ponies, ass to mouth, vagina, double penetration, triple penetration. Double penetration is when a man is in her vagina and one's in her anus. And quadruple penetration when two guys is in her vagina, two guys is in her anus, like that. Her shit's just worn out, stretched out. What does that got to do with this video? So let's say you happen to run into a woman like that, you know, she's a former 304, but she really digs you, man. She's trying to clean up her life. So what she'll say to you is, hey, you know, let's try the back door. And you know, you're a heterosexual dude, man. You a square dude. You're like, hey, man, that just sounds gross and nasty, you know, and it's like, ooh, your poo-poo comes out of there. You know, I'm giving you your Urkel voice. Then she goes, no, you know, it's a different way of showing love and affection. And then I can make sure that I go number 2, and then I can use an enema to clean out the canal and everything, and I can wipe it down clean, and then I can you know, I can get a colonic to clean everything out, so there's no poop in there. It's just another hole, and it's very tight because the sphincter muscle is way tighter than the vagina, dude. Just the way anatomy is. Google it. So then, you know, you really like this girl, man, but when you're having sex with her, man, you can feel her. This is her vajayjay, dude, from she's been taking those King Kong dongs, man. Long dong silver, John Holmes. So you like this. Beep, bop, bop, beep, beep, bop, beep, bop. I love you, Sally. And she can do her Kegel muscles sometimes. She can do the Kegel sometimes to catch you where you come. But it's hard for you to come because there's no friction. Guys, listen. There's no friction, right? So then you really care about her, man. And sometimes I'm going to tell you heterosexual guys something, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. A lot of your women have had anal sex with these bad boys. And I want to put bad boys into one category. A bad boy is a guy like James Dean or Marlon Brando or Machine Gun Kelly or Al Capone or a gang member, a gangbanger or Ted Bundy or... what was that one dude? Richard Ramirez. They're bad. They're demonically, they're psychopaths, bro. Sociopaths. They not wired like you. That's why they a bad boy. And with the way they have sex with women, you got to watch this. There's a website called Bang Brothers, man. Now, for those of you who ever been in a relationship with a woman that you really care for and you love her, you do what I call the titty pentagrams. Oh, baby, baby, baby. You kiss on her, and, you know, you suck her titties, and you kiss all over her body. You massage her and stuff, man. You kiss her all over her areas, man. Maybe you do cunnilingus, man. And you put the tip in, and you just, oh, baby. Oh, baby. You make love to her like that. Yeah, baby, baby, baby. Like Teddy Pendergrass and Barry White. Yeah, baby, oh, baby. When you watch Bang Brothers, when bad boys... whether they Russian or Polish, or they African, or they Mexican, or they just a fucking Irish white boy, dude. They on some savage shit. They slapping the bitches, spitting in their mouth, pulling their hair and shit, putting them in the full Nelson, fucking them ass to mouth and slapping them with their cock, dude. If you're not a bad boy, it fucks you up when you see that. But here's where I'm going with that. Women that have a lot of sexual partners, they've experienced bad boys. That's why bad boys get all the women, because once a bad boy that ran through your girl, she's never your girl. It's just your turn. And you might say, oh, gee, you off topic. How's that got to do with the video? See, that's the problem. You need to listen, because I'm painting a scenario for you. I'm painting a background, man, and get you ready for the throw it bag. So then here you go, the little Urkel dude. You care about her, man, because when you're in a relationship with a woman you care about, man, let me tell you something about long-term relationships. If you really care about a woman, you demonstrate this to her, she becomes vulnerable. She opens up to you. She'll tell you about trauma she's had in her past, abuse, man, what other men have done to her. If she trusts you, a woman to tell you all kind of things. That's why I tell you guys, man, get to the point where a woman's your friend. Then you're going to understand most women is scarred. And this is not a hate speech. I'm telling you, young boys, man, with our modern society, with Instagram and TikTok and social media, all these girls want to be Instagram thoughts, man, and baddies and hotties and going to Dubai. What do you think them sheiks do to them? So back to your girl, Urkel. So you think about it. You know, I love you very much. If that's what you want me to do, you know, and you do the enema, you do the colostomy, and you clean up the poop, and you make sure you poop. There's no poop, because I don't like poop. And I'm going to put on a condom, because I don't want to get the poop on my cock. Okay, honey. And she gets it ready. She knows, man, because she's got an incubus, succubus, too. A woman that's been exposed to anal sex, bro, she's got the incubus, succubus passed on to her. Because most women don't like it, because it's very painful. But listen to this, guys. Once you put it in her butt crack like that, listen, guys, you put the lube on, and she goes, you got to push harder, honey. I can't push harder, I can't. And it goes like this, listen, guys. And you slip up in there, the sphincter's tight, bro. You bust a nut fast. You're like, oh, shit, Sally, wow, whoa. And then she's squeezing down on like she's taking a poop. Check this out, dude. The next time you have sex with your girl and you put it in her vagina, you're going beep, bop, skippity, bop, sloppy, toppy, like that. Your lizard brain, dude. Your animal brain says to her, hey, honey, let's do that backdoor thing again. And then if your girl's a freak, dude, she's a freaky deaky freak of the week. Hey, man, she's going to have you do anal more than she does vaginal. Why? Because you don't stimulate her vaginally. You stimulate her anally, dude. So now here's where the mind fuck happens to you, man. So then, man, your girl gets to a point where she's tired of you going beep, bop, beepity, bop. Because sometimes, even though you're ravaging her anus, she wants you to she wants her vajayjay to be split open again like the baby did. Or the big baloney pony did, or King Kong Dong did, or Lex Luthor, whoever it was that ripped her shit open. They have a craving, dude. I'm trying to explain this to you youngsters, man. Once they've been ripped open, they have a craving to get, this is the way women are built. Even the most little, smallest, innocent, sweetest, cutest little girl you see, if once she's been ran through and her shit split open, they have an innate desire to feel that again, bro. Once they've been taken past that threshold, they can't ever go. That's why they got this term. And I'm not trying to make this a racial video. They got this term, dude. Once a woman goes black, they never go back. Why? And I'm not picking on any races. I'm just saying percentage-wise, like when you do a percentile, most blacks are more heavily hung than any other race, dude. I'm not saying other races aren't hung. I'm saying percentage-wise, if a woman's had 100 black dudes, 80 of them dudes is hung like a horse, man. Whereas if she had 100 Asian dudes or Mexican dudes, I'm not picking on Mexican dudes or white dudes, the percentage is lower. And once she's been split open like that, she ain't trying to go back to little Pee Wee Herman, dude. So let's follow this. So you're working and everything, man, and then you come home one day, dude, and there's a big black dude in there just fucking giving your girl the business, and the head of his cock is like this, and this is the girth, this is the length. He's hanging down past his knee. He's just giving her the business, long stroking her. Shut down. Look, this is her vagina. Look, just splitting it open. This is ravenous, and she's like, oh Jesus, oh God. She's shitting and pooping and squirting and shit, convulsing, and you've been short stroking her like this. Beep bop, beep beep bop. And then she said, oh, Harry, oh, I feel it. No, Pee-wee, I feel it. But this black dude's making her talk in tongues. And you see the man, you see when he's long stroking, he's pulling it out. And you see the length and the girth. You're like, what the fuck? And it just fucks with you as a man, right? It fucks with you as a man. And you go in the kitchen, man, and you get your fucking the butcher knife you use to cut the steaks and shit, and you just slam it in the dude's back over and over. It's called a crime of passion. You fillet that motherfucker like the Vikings did. And then as he convulses an orgasm deeps in your girl, she's like, oh God, I'm coming too. And then she wakes up, man, post nut orgasm, she see dude's dead. She starts screaming, oh God. Then the neighbors call the police and they come. You got the fucking butcher knife standing there looking at the black dude, and this fucking big ass swipe is still inside of her. Half of it's in and half of it's out. And she's screaming and hollering, and the cops come and take your ass to prison, man. So now you're in prison, you got the little beepity boppity, beepity boppity. And now you up in the pen, man, and you see these dudes that look like women, bro. With juicy butts, walking around. Now you got life in prison, but you've been exposed to the anal lust, bro. So all it takes is for one of them little pretty laughing like Lucky dude. Go to laugh on Lucky's channel to say, Dean, I could be a good friend to you. And then you remember the anal experience you had with your girl, and you slip right into that. So that's dude number one. Here's dude number two. Let's say his name is not Pee-wee, it's Wee-wee. And as he comes home, sees a big Mexican dude blowing his girl out, but he don't kill the dude, he just leaves, right? But now, dude, he's got hate in his heart for women, man, because he's feeling like he's, what's the word? He's substandard, he's not up to par. So then he'll date a single mom who's an alcoholic. This is a true scenario. So he'll date a single mom that's alcoholic. And she got a little son and a little daughter, man. And she always passes out. Drinking, she drinks till she passes out. And then the kids start calling him, you know, Pop. And maybe the kids is like 7 and 8, you know what I mean? So the same thing, it's a single mom. Her vajayjay's been split open like that, bro. He's going beep bop boppity bip, and then he's not getting no pleasure, and she's drinking all the time. She accidentally calls him another dude's name. Oh, George, I'm coming. Oh, Fred, and his name I told you was Wee Wee. So now inside he's feeling less of a man. So then he sees the little girl asking him, "Hey, can you help me with my homework? My mom always does." And then she's sitting on his lap, and his little Wee Wee gets hard. Don't kill the messenger. I'm telling you how this shit happens, dude. So then he's like, hey, let's play a game. You know, we're going to play a game called Doctor because it's going to help you to understand your math. And then he starts molesting the little girl because she's still tight, dude. She's a little kid and she's tight. And his little wee-wee, he feels like King Kong. He feels like when he saw the big black dude or the big Mexican dude doing to his girl. This is how he now feels. And before you get triggered and going off in the comments, I'm telling you, I've done research, dude, how it happens. And this is why, man, a lot of dudes molest little kids, bro. Yeah, some of the dudes been molested, but some of them, man, they got the small pee-pee syndrome. And the only way they can get friction is in the little kid because their bodies haven't been exposed to, especially the girls that haven't been stretched out yet. So their orifice is still tight. And maybe the little girl still got a hymen, so he goes up in her butt crack. And then, man, the little boy's there. Maybe the single mom don't have a little girl. He's got a little boy. He goes up in the little boy's butt crack because he knows the butthole is tight. I'm just telling you the facts, guys. If you can't stomach it, you need to grow the fuck up and understand there's some demonic entities. There's some psychopaths, sociopaths. There's dude with social issues. and they're what's called functioning fucking savages. They look like a normal dude, like Ted Bundy, man, or fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, or John Wayne Gacy. They look normal, like Richard Ramirez, Pretty Boy. But they got something wrong with them. They're demonically possessed. So then check this out, guys. This is why men lie, cheat, steal, deceive, and trick you out of your cheeks when you get to prison. Because they've been exposed to having anal sex, dude. And anal sex, bro, it's like a dark hole, man. It's like this, man. Like I told you, it's an addiction stronger than crack, because most guys, dude, let's say you're not Pee Wee Herman. Let's say you're more like me. I'm more like a cucumber, let's just say. I'm not bragging, but I mean, I'm not bragging because I've seen dudes in the shower that got that. I call them baseball bat cocks. The head of their penis is like that, so then the length goes down their fucking leg, bro. I've seen it, man. And I ain't checking for nobody's junk, but you can't not but see that shit. And you thinking to yourself, how the fuck do you even put that in a woman, man? So then, man, the thing is this. All men do when you have sex with a woman, this is how you fall in love. If her vajayjay is tight, most women, when they have a low body count, their vagina adapts to the size of the male's member, or his penis, or his baloney pony, or whatever you want to call it, sausage. This is what you call bonding. The woman has the ability to bond because her vagina muscles aren't blowed out. She hasn't had a kid yet. She hasn't met Mr. Long Dong, King Kong Bundy. She just the girl next door. Maybe she had a boyfriend before you, and he had one of these, and you meet her, you got a banana, and then her, she's screaming and hollering because you're the biggest she's ever had. You're lucky because you got lucky she's not for the streets. And her vagina adapts to your penis. You're very lucky. But if you're one of these dudes, man, you chasing after these Instagram models and these hotties and baddies that have been blown out, going after NBA stars and NFL stars and the MLB stars, all these athletes, genetically gifted motherfucker. You see a 7-foot motherfucker, I guarantee you he ain't got a little wee-wee like that. I hate to be the one to tell you. And I'm just saying, man, these girls would be going to Dubai and they be messing with all these athletes. And then you're going to wipe her up because now she hit the wall and you're going to be her life insurance policy. You set yourself up for a life of woe and malice and penitentiary. So here's what happens, guys. All men want to have a sense of friction. They want to feel like you're the man. When you enter in your woman, you want to have some resistance. You want to have her making noises and moaning and hollering and screaming so you feel like the man. But if you go into your woman, it's like, beep, 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 bop. Come on, man. So this is what happens, man. So I want to try to tell you this, guys. If you never had anal sex with a woman, man, I want to give you a precautionary tale. Don't do it because, man, once you go down the fucking dark side, that's why they call it kinky sex. That's why they call it naughty. When you hear naughty sex and kinky and freaky, they talk about anal sex, bro. When you start getting into BD&SM and S&M and all this stuff, dude, it's anal sex because some women have an adventurous side, a freaky side. And they want you to do all kind of kinky and dirty shit if they feel like you're not going to judge them. You can't be a prudish dude. You got to understand, if you're dealing with Western women, they already been exposed to some freaky, dirty, nasty shit. I hate to be the one to break it to you guys, but somebody got to tell you about women in modern society and how dudes get turned on to anal sex and how when they go to prison, they become a fiend for it, man. So check this out, man. I'm going to leave you with this, man. This is my opinion why most men, man, fuck with and molest and abuse and essay young kids, man, because their baloney pony is small. They got turned on to anal sex, and the only way they can get pleasure is to have something really, really tight that gives them friction so they can bust some nuts. Everybody wants to bust some nuts, man. It's just human nature. It's like fight, flight, feed, and fuck. The 4 F's, right? So this is how it ties into today's video, man, is In maximum security prison, you must lose all kindness in your heart, or cruel men will split your cheeks till you can't fart. So this is what happens. Once a guy's been turned on to anal sex, whether somebody has taken his cheeks when he was in prison at 14, 15, because he's got a young tenderoni butthole, bro. This is why in prison they always like the new meat, the fresh meat, your butthole still tight. Men want to feel that it's like smoking crack, dude. You once you hit crack, you're chasing this high you can never have. Once you hit that first crack pipe, it takes you to a place, man, in the clouds you can never get. So you're always chasing it. That's why you always call it chasing the dragon. Once a guy, man, has some butt cheeks, man, he's chasing that feeling of the initial tightness where he busts the nut as soon as he penetrates. As soon as the head goes in, he's busting the nut. Oklahoma! Oh, shit, Alabama! Oh. His toes is curling and shit. His eyes is rolling in the back of his head. And so in maximum security prison, dude, that's why they go after the young dudes, man. Because your butt cheeks is still really, really tight, man. And firm and shit, man. They haven't been split open. And so that's why motherfuckers in maximum security prison, first what they do, they try the niceness thing on you because they see you like a kind little Leave It to Beaver dude. You from Wyoming or Wisconsin, dude, or Idaho, the Bible Belt, or Denver, Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. And you believe in butterflies and kitty cats and mom's apple pie and milk because you got a good heart, dude. You ain't been around those sodomites and demonic entities and psychopaths because when you live in the Bible Belt, you got some good old-fashioned church-going dudes, man, the backbone of America. So then you go into maximum security prison because you saw the big Bronco busting your babe out, man, and you fucking take a shovel and bust his head open. Now they see you in maximum security prison. You're a young dude. You're like 20 years old, 18, 19. You love Sally. You love Sally Sue. You didn't think that she was a 304 proper garden tool till you came home early one day. She getting ran through. And now you're in there for a crime of passion. And they see you, man, you're a kind dude, man. They first what they do, they come out, hey, you need anything? You need some soups, and you need a candy bar, you need some chips. And let me tell you, a lot of you square just be like, I wouldn't take anything from anybody. Let me tell you how it works in maximum security prison. They put you on either, I think it's a 1,000 calorie or 1,500 calorie diet. And most of the food, dude, is overcooked so that the nutrients is not there. And either it's spoiled, dude, or it's rotten. And it's the luck of the draw. You're going to the chow hall, if they give you a potato and it's got black mold on it. And then you get an apple that's got some gangrene on it. You get a chicken that's got some fucking cancerous tumors on it. And you tell the guard, he tell you, man, get the fuck out of here. Don't eat it, motherfucker. You ain't getting nothing else. And then you get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's got moldy bread on it, man. And maybe some roaches inside. They tell you don't eat it. So what you gonna do, man? In maximum security prison, you walk around hungry all the time. That's why canteen's such a big deal, and packages, dude, and gambling, extortion, and rape. Robbery. Everybody's hungry, dude. When you're hungry, it turns you into a savage. So then you walk around hungry, your stomach is what's that called, man? Your stomach is gurgling. Hey, man, you need some chips, man. You need some soups, man. You want some cookies, man? You want some candy bar? You don't know no better, man. You from Idaho or Wyoming, man. Yeah, sure, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll take care of you. Hey, you need some soap. Don't use the state soap because it dries your skin. You need soap on a rope. They got soap on a rope in prison. You tie it around your wrist so you never drop the soap, because if you use the state soap, you're going like that, you drop it when you bend over, man. Oh, man, it's a problem. So then they being nice to you, dude, and they get you moved into the cell, and they be like, hey, man, you want to use my cell phone to call your people, man? Hey, man. You know, they just be talking nice to you, man, you know. Hey, man, I'll help you out, man. I'll help you get a job in the kitchen, all these nice things. And then they'd be like, hey, you know what, man? I was wondering if you can help me out, man. Like, I got a hard boner. I've been looking at this porn. Can you just kiss it for me? Like, hey, what do you mean, brother? No, just kiss it and it'll go down. Hey, I'm not gay. Hey, I'm not gay either, but when I gave you all them soups and candy bars and the fucking chips and shit and the soap on the rope, who took care of you? Who gave you the shower shoes? So first they start with kindness. If that don't work, then they start persuasion. Who gave you all that stuff? If that don't work, they start manipulating you. Hey, man, in here, we got to look out for each other, man. That's just how it is, man. Either you down with your people would or you not. And then if that don't work, they go savage beast mode on you because, dude, they craving to go up in your cheeks. So I'm going to leave you with this, man. Either you guys got it or you don't. But in maximum security prison, you must lose all kindness in your heart, or a cruel man will split your cheeks till you can't fart. Because what happens when you're a young dude and your anal orifice has never been penetrated, you can fart, man, loud and proud. You know, you can just like machine gun farts or loud farts, man, or car backfiring farts, whatever. But once your celly goes up in you, then he tells all his homies, because they can hear at night, dude. At night, it's very quiet. The guards go to sleep, just so you know, guys. In maximum security prison, most of the guards have like a second job, or they on drugs, or they just pieces of shit. They come to work just to sleep. They do their final count and go to sleep. But you can hear a motherfucker getting butt fucked, and then their next door neighbor's like, "Hey, man, I'm next, man. Fuck that shit, dog. Yeah, me too, man. I want my turn too." So then once your celly goes up in you, man, he busts you open, man. The next day, dude, it's like a lottery for who's next to go up in your cheeks. And then when they get done passing around, if he's not a shot caller, hey, man, by the end of the week, your fucking anal muscles are so weak, dude, you can't not only not fart anymore properly, you're prolapsed. And then you can't even hold the poop in your fucking, from your colon into your sphincter, because they've been wore out. So, you know, if you stuck with me this far, you can understand the realness and the rawness of what's going on in maximum security prison. Thumbs up the video, man. Leave a comment of what you think about guys that got small penises. That's what causes them to molest kids, man. Little kids and little boys and little girls, because that's the only way they can get friction. Let me know what you feel about that. If I triggered anybody, I apologize, but I read a lot of books, man, when I was studying psychology. I studied female psychology, early childhood development, and criminal psychology, dude. And social psychology, to understand the construct of what make a dude want to hurt somebody who's young and innocent, looking up to him like your Uncle Bill, who's going up in your cheeks when your mom went to work. And you're like, "Why is Uncle Bill making my cheeks hurt like that?" "You better not tell nobody. I'm going to kill everybody in the house." And you're afraid and you believe him. So anyway, guys, you know, I hope you got something out of it. Until next time, OG Silverback out.